When able, say intention.
We're going to clear the runway at Foxtrot and, where is this Papa? We're going to clear the runway at Hotel and we'll stop on the taxiway Papa.
Southwest 1551, roger. Do you want to make the right turn or left turn on Papa?
We're going to go straight.
Southwest 1551, roger. Straight in via hotel, it's your discretion. And can you change frequency?
Straight in hotel, we'll change frequency to ground 120.
And come up on ground 120.2 with the emergency vehicles on 120.2.
22, good day.
South 1551 ground.
Ground. What was the frequency for the fire marshal?
SAO 1551, they're on this frequency currently.
Alright. Hey, Fire Marshal 1551, we just wanted to have you take a quick look at the brakes. We lost quite a bit of hydraulic fluid, probably 8 gallons of hydraulic fluid out there somewhere. So, if you see anything strange, let me know, otherwise we'll take you to the gate.
Rescue winds, you copy that?
Did not. Can you repeat?
Rescue command, Southwest 1551, can you repeat that for rescue command?
Yeah, Rescue Command 1551. We have to land using an alternate braking system. So just wanted to have you guys take a quick look at the brakes. I don't know if you have a brake gun to check the temperature. Both engines are still running. We lost quite a bit of hydraulic fluid, all of it. So there might be some fluid leaking back there. But if nothing looks abnormal, we're going to plan on taxi.
Okay, so we are back with another flight originating from Dubai Airport. It's a ultra long range flight for today. Emirates 02671. Emirates down to Sao Paulo. So let's get inside the cockpit and start setting for our departure now. So, things first, turn on the battery and the external power. Turn on the EDIR and the voice recorder, flight recorder. Window heat can go on. Get the cabin utility, entertainment utility on. And as a start, let's import the operational flight plan into the tablet. It's a long flight. It's roughly about 14 hours of flight time to Sao Paulo in Brazil. Okay, now set the, actually let's wait for the cockpit to come alive. But as a start, we can set the heading for runway 30 right to 299 degrees. Is the actual heading for the runway we're going to depart. 299. Initial climb will be set to 4000 as standard. Okay, let's turn on the barometer. Okay, increase the brightness for the display. For the meantime, what we can do is just get the ground services, request the air conditioning unit, open all doors, and request all vehicles since there isn't any ATC at Dubai at the moment, we can tune into 122.8 as this is going to be our frequency to communicate with other pilots. Okay, now start with pre-flight. Actually, let's get the checklist. Reset all. Pre-flight oxygen. Is going to check. Okay, flight instrument later on. Okay, so position in it. Reference airport for Dubai. Yeah, ICAO code is Oscar OMDB, so Oscar Mama Delta Alpha. Not in database, come on. OMDB, yeah, sure. And the gate we are positioned right now. Gate Bravo 2. So Bravo 2. So just copy the GPS coordinates. Get route request. SimBrief route link requested. Set the fuel and the payload, and do some cross check, reference check for. Okay, so flight plan. Fuel needed for today's flight 139,357,138. Yep, so it's fine. We have some fuel in the center tank now. We can turn off later on. Turn on the fuel pumps for the center tank. Okay, close the EFB, flight instruments, heading altimeter set to the local QNH 999 hectopascals. Okay, so import, set payload, select route, route requesting. There is a flight departing Dubai, which is just around the corner. Just going to open up the this is a flight Emirates 229 departing and bound to Seattle, destination which we just have completed last week. Okay, so now continue. Okay, load. Heading altimeter. Okay, parking brakes. Okay. Route 1 uplink loading. Activate departing runway 30 right. Okay, execute, route copy complete. Okay, so perf init page, just double check whether we have reserve fuel of 8 tons for this flight. Okay, so just down here 8.7. Okay, fine. Set the RTO brake. The auto brake to RTO correction. So we are going to accept the performance init page, 0 fuel weight 204.7. Check this again further down in the operational flight plan. 0 fuel weight 204.7. Okay, so now can complete this page. The only thing which I would like to amend is the minimum fuel temperature -44. Okay, minus 44. And the cruising center of gravity set to 30. Okay, in the meantime, local time 4:30, so 8:32 local time. I may be just adjusting the local time based on the actual schedule that we're going to follow. Departure time is 9:05, so actually that's fine. We have just roughly about half an hour, so set the traffic mode for the navigational display, airport and data. Okay, check the distance according to the flight plan, 7,049er, and according to the operational flight plan, let's go up 7,132, so that's fine. Thrust limit. Okay, so we can actually send away and release all the ground equipment, but first I would like to just turn on the APU and get it running. Fault, okay. So the APU is positioned at the back of the aircraft, so you can tell that it's just picking up. And as soon as we see the annotation at the center display, the upper display, APU is running, we can turn off the ground power. So there you go, can get rid of the ground power. Okay, since we have loaded all the fuel on board, we can turn on the passenger signs and greet all passengers on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your captain, and along with everyone else in the crew, I'd like to welcome you, a warm welcome aboard. And do hope you can enjoy the flight. Sit back, relax, and we'll talk to you again when we get closer. Thank you.
Ground stop, please leave the aircraft.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your purser today, and on behalf of my entire cabin crew team, I would like to welcome you aboard this Emirates flight, and welcome back to our Emirates Skywards and Qantas frequent flyer members. If there's anything that we can do to help you, please let us know.
And as for the arrival, we are using Atlas 1 Yankee, runway 10 right, Atlas Yankee 10 right, no transition there.
This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi and mobile
Okay,
phone services.
LNAV and VNAV can go on, but first turn on the
Cabin crew, prepare all doors and
directors
cross
on.
check. Prepare all doors and cross check.
LNAV, VNAV on. Always check the local time. We can actually depart ahead of schedule. So let's do the performance calculations for takeoff. For the meantime, first get rid of all the equipment, release all. Yep, and we can close all doors. New. doors close. Okay, so it's actually time to again pressurize the cabin and the aircraft as well. So do the hydraulics and do the all fuel pumps. Since we have noticed that we have fuel in the sense tank roughly about 76.8 tons of fuel in the sense tank, we can turn on the center fuel pumps as well. Beacon light can go on and we can get rid of the chocks. Remove the chocks. Okay, now do the performance calculation using the performance tool. Departing runway 30 right. Import the data from the aircraft. Import the weather. Calculate. So we are using takeoff configuration, but first let's import the wind data. Okay, execute and do the descent forecast winds. Load. Okay, now go back to the thrust limit. Okay, takeoff standard 1 TO and the cell temperature is 37 and just key in 37, so just a bit fiddly. 37. Based on that we have 5 flaps 15. Okay, so yeah, we're heavy. Flaps 15 and center of gravity 24. Actual number is 23.83. Center of gravity 6.5. So I'll just make sure 6.5. Decimal 5. This will do. Okay, so set the V2 as 181. That's 181. First things first, let's do the acceleration. All set to 1000 feet. Okay, and the takeoff weight 343,000 tons. The maximum takeoff weight is for this aircraft is 351, so it's all good. Set this one as well. 343. Decimal 3. Okay, based on that we can accept now all the reference speeds. V1 168, 176, it's 177, so it's close enough, and 181. Just going to accept and set the speed for takeoff 181. Actually, I'll set it to 185. So now check the time. So it's 8:42 local time. Just check the Navigraph account, open it up so that we can check the chart for departure, and the taxiways as well. Okay, we have AMVIX 27 Foxtrot departure, so we are heading west, left turn, inbound Delta Bravo 587, be above 2500 and further down climbing above 9000, maximum speed of 250 knots. Okay, that's 40 taxi intentions. We are going to perform a push and start on uniform and later on taxi to holding point Mike 14 Alpha, which is just here, runway 30 right. Most likely we are going to taxi uniform, right Zulu, left Lima 4, right on Mike, and reach to the holding point before we take off. Okay, so now let's get rid of all the unnecessary things. Okay, close the AFB. Okay, do the checklist: flight, deck door, the reference speeds, takeoff speeds, CDU pre-flight trim is done, taxi and takeoff briefing. Okay, so now I guess it's time to call the tug. We have the overhead panel beacon on. Everything's fine here. AP is running. Okay, so let's call the tug. I'm going to do a manual
cockpit to ground
pushback, so
ground standby.
it's always handy, considering that sometimes the controller can change what we are actually anticipating. Push and start facing west on uniform. I just have to announce this on Unicom frequency 122.8. It's already set.